morning, everyone. This is Michelle. I want to thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel for Table Talk Tuesday. Today, I'm actually going to be leaving for work here in just a little bit. I'm just going to briefly, it might be fun to touch base on artist trading coins. I love the concept of the trading coins. I mean, don't get me wrong, ATC cards are amazing because you find out information on the artist that created the card, but you can also do the same thing with the artist trading coins. What I'm going to do is just quickly show you a few that I had previously made that I have on hand. That I just did a great variety of different techniques and styles. For instance, I have this here has some of the Tim Holtz distressed oxides with a lovely stamp from Prima. This here I did a little differently and sealed it with some spray Mod Podge just to give it a little bit of texture. I have embossed with a embossing folder, a clock, also using the distress oxides and a little bit of paint, actually. That stiffened it up quite a bit. This I have embossed on with embossing powder. Gave a nice little leaf shiny motif. You can't really see the beautiful greenish, there you go, the greenish yellow in the background. I used some Distress Resist on this one. And as you see, the Distress ink went all the way around it except for the area that I had used the Resist. And just a real simple little, card. It just depends on what you want to do. This one I used like an ocean kind of motif with some sandpiper birds. Also using Distress Oxides, and I actually used the Resist spray. As you can see, it kind of gives it a almost like a sandy appearance as far as the texture goes. And then just simply, these were used using Ken Oliver Color Burst. And they also, you can also, of course, everybody I'm sure knows this, but for those that don't, that have never made the artist trading cards, you can also use printed papers. Let me pull this up here. And the first ones I showed you were just basically made with flat dimension. Let's set it to the side for a minute. Go in and I didn't cut it in a perfect circle, but that can be remedied once I get it on the card. So, cut it there. I'm going to use some Beacon Zip Dry. Which I need to get some more. Let's see if I have this stock to work. And just put a dollop of some of the zip. I love using the zip dry in my paper crafting. It adheres quickly and it doesn't cause your paper to buckle or bubble. It's I think one of the best products that Beacon has. And since I didn't cut this in a perfect circle, what I'm doing is kind of laying it in the center of the ATC. Sorry. Excuse me. It's hyper white. And excuse my croggy voice. It's been kind of humid and wet here in Ohio, and I have chronic sinusitis, so it always affects my sinuses. I'm either sneezing and blowing or coughing. No COVID here, thank the Lord. But now that I've got this set, what I want to do, let's do something a little fun. Give me just a second. I have my ink pad close by. I was wanting to use. What I'm going to do is just use directly from the pad, since these are lovely shades of purple. And this paper, by the way, is by Misty Blackburn from Mac Jewelry 2012 on Etsy. If you're into digitals at all, you might want to go check out what the selection that she has, because she's got a gorgeous selection of beautiful papers that you can use in junk journaling, or as I had some pieces here left from a journal I'm working on that I'm utilizing the paper. So just went around the edges with that. With the Distress Oxide, when you use just a little bit of water, fill my water bottle. It gives a vibrancy to the color if you've never tried it. And gives it kind of a matte finish when the water and the air together. And gives it a little bit of an antique look. Make sure I dye the back side. So as you see, we got a little bit of a matte finish around the edges, and I still want a little bit more roundness to it. So I'm going to take the sanding edge of my Distress tool and just kind of give it a softer edge. Damp there to get that side real good. So yeah, that looks a little more, yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just a couple of flowers. Sorry y'all, I wasn't really well rounded and planned with this morning. I just remembered it was Tuesday, starting a new job. My brain's a little foggy. It's a little bigger than what I want. Oh goodness, let's see. What have I got? I don't want to use anything too big. I'll go with one of my miniatures. There we go. I got some purple lilac rose here. A couple variations of roses here. Purple at the bottom. It's always fun when you have to dump out the whole lot to get to the colors that you want. Over here. I'm just going to trim these down real quick with my scissors. Just to show you how that you can add 3D dimension to it. Let's use some mixed media glue on this. Also by Beacon. See, I'm a Beacon girl. I absolutely love using Beacon adhesives. There we go. Yeah, just a dollop of that to the back of this. I hope where y'all are at, you're safe from a tropical storm. Being safe from COVID, and that all is going well for you in your life, that you're each and every day with good health. Okay, I'll leave these to the side for now. I'll lay that there, and I think I want to add like a 3D kind of sentiment to it. Pull out. Oh, let's see. Blessings, bless, beautiful, beauty. And I'm going with the black because I kind of want it to stand out a bit. Finally, foam tape. Here, my friend. Actually, what I do, just for added assurance when I'm making these things, is add just another dollop of glue for security. Odd little noise there coming from the side. I mean, this was just a little quick, thing that I did. I could add a piece of lace trim here or here just to give it a little bit more beauty and definition. But just to give you an idea, they don't always have to be flat. You can, add a little bit of dimension to them with flowers, with foam tape, with any kind of embellishment, really. I have over here, oh, my table's such a mess. I have some, they're a little bit big, but just to give you an idea, I have some wood cutout butterflies that would just be, darling if they were just a little bit smaller. But you can add, different papers. You can even use scrap wrapping paper to make your little ATC cards. And what I like to do with these from time to time is actually incorporate them into a regular card. If I'm, sending a card out to a friend or, such. So I want to thank you all for stopping by today. I hope that you have a wonderful Tuesday and a blessed week. Tune in again next week. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more prepared starting a new job this week. I'm a little bit, more work-minded and learning everything I need to learn at work, but it's going successfully, thank goodness. And it's kind of nice to be working in a brick and mortar hobby store. I work at my local Hobby Lobby now. So the idea is to keep a paycheck. But I want to thank you all for stopping by Inspire. And hopefully, I know this was a little rushed, but I hope that it finds you well and it inspires you to try something new. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.